Hi everyone, hopefully you're doing very well today. In this video, we're going to be doing yet another gameplay experience as I've been pumping these out like crazy the last week or so. But, if you can't tell what map this is Nuketown, and with Nuketown, I feel like we should address its overall rating in a different way in comparison to what we normally do on this channel. So instead of the whole 5 system thing that we'd normally do, I feel like it's better to look at it in a way that was reminiscent of the way we looked at Bus Depot Farm in Town, which was based more on purpose and its existence in Black Ops 2. So I think that pretty much just is self-explanatory in its own right, where it stands among the other maps and why it exists and whether its existence is beneficial or a detriment to Black Ops 2 as a whole. So I think with all that said, we can get right into it. Before we start, I want to specify what my job in this video will be. I want to make a case for Nuketown. I want to argue why it is a good map after all. A lot of people would say that it's a bad map because it's very, very difficult. But I'm going to make some points, and I hope it's going to be enough to allow you to understand why Nuketown was needed in Black Ops 2. So, without further ado, let's get right into that. Nuketown is regarded as a bad map because of its random perks and its difficulty. The difficulty is pretty high up there, admittedly, but without these additions, Nuketown would just be another version of Town. And Nuketown set out to have its own identity, something that was separate from Town, something that was separate from everything, because we've never seen a map like this. And Nuketown nailed its identity into Black Ops 2 with flying colors. There's not any map that's like Nuketown, and that's a good thing. It gives Nuketown so much more charm, so much more replayability. So do the random perks. The random perks alone are enough to allow Nuketown to stray from that basic linear stuff. I'd even go as far as to say that Nuketown is one of those maps that can bridge the gap between intermediate and advanced players. It's the perfect map for you to cross that bridge, and when you do, it feels so good. It feels wonderful, because then your confidence grows and you feel like you can take on some of the bigger quest maps. Nuketown is an underrated map. It's very underrated. It's fun, and it should be respected for what it is. It's simple by premise, but difficult by execution. But it needs to remain like that. Nuketown is super chaotic. It's super fun. It's unpredictable. It's going to keep you on your toes. It's going to keep your eyes fixated on the screen. It's going to make you a better player at the end of the day. Every Black Ops 2 map has a purpose of some degree, and Nuketown is no different. In fact, I would say it's one of the biggest primary examples of it. So I ask of you, as a decent human being, when you're hovering over Nuketown next time you go to play Black Ops 2, and you're hesitant about playing, hit that button and start a round. You're gonna have a good time, I assure you. Never give up, stay persistent, and I promise Nuketown's gonna give you a great time. So, with all that said, my final rating for Nuketown is an 8.25 out of 10. Although the perks may be frustrating, this map serves a very great purpose in Black Ops 2 and is way underappreciated.